You open the chat again. The same words, unread, unchanged. Fingers hover, drafting a message that will never send. The screen locks, but the urge doesn't. Chasing what's gone feels like control, yet it tightens the loop of pain. Each glance at their name, each pause over a photo, it's not connection. It's holding on to a weight that isn't yours. What if the answer isn't in reaching out, but in stepping back? What drives you to explain when silence already spoke? The mind tricks itself, believing one more word, one more try, will shift what's set. It won't. The reflex to plead, to prove, it's a trap. You're not rebuilding, you're repeating. The cost isn't visible, not to others. Each time you check, you suppress the chance to see. The quiet fracture grows, numbness seeps in, masking as peace. You function, you smile, you move through days, but the weight behind your chest doesn't lift. It compounds, invisible. It erodes what's left of your centered state. You're not lost, but you're drifting, Epictetus said. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The words aren't comfort. They're a blade, cutting through the fog of reaction. To chase is to surrender. To pause is to reclaim. Detachment isn't loss. It's the first step to ground. Look at the reflex, the one that pulls you back to the screen. What's gained by one more glance? What's lost when you don't turn away? The mind begs for closure, but closure isn't out there. It's in the choice to withdraw, to observe the urge and not obey. You've been here before, the same loop, the same pain. The question isn't why they left, it's why you still hold on. The system can reset, not by force, but by silence. No words will call back what's gone. No proof will restore what's broken. The path isn't forward, it's inward. Pause, and the loop begins to crack. You don't have to react. You draft the message. Words to prove you're enough. It feels right, like this time they'll see. You type, delete, type again. The screen glows, promising closure. But it's a lie. No sentence will shift what's gone. No plea will rebuild what's broken. Explaining feels like power, but it's a trap. You're not heard. You're chasing. A shadow that doesn't answer. The reflex seems safe, a familiar. If you say it better, they'll understand. If you try harder, they'll return. But pause. What changes? The words vanish into the void, and the pain stays. Each attempt to fix, to prove, it tightens the loop. You think you're acting, but you're reacting. The system is rigged, not against you, but by you. Step back. Observe the urge. It pulls, but it doesn't own you. Detach, not to win them, but to free you. Silence breaks the cycle. Not theirs, but yours. You don't owe anything. Principle 1. Chasing validation traps the mind. The phone sits there, silent. You check it again. No reply. The urge rises to send another message, to nudge, to prove you're still here. Chasing feels like action, like you're fighting for what's yours. But it's not. It's a loop, a reflex that promises control, but delivers none. Each tap, each glance, it's not progress. It's holding on to a thread that's already snapped. The mind whispers, one more try will fix it. It lies. Every message sent, every story viewed. It feeds the cycle. You think you're reaching out, but you're sinking in. The cost isn't the silence from them. It's the noise in you. Overthinking takes root. Each thought a weight, each pause a cut. The system glitches. Pain grows. Not from their absence, but from your pursuit. You're not chasing them. You're chasing a ghost. A version of you that thinks validation will fill the void. Stoicism cuts through. What you cannot control, let it be. Their response, their return, it's not yours to command. The trap isn't their silence, it's your reaction. Each time you chase, you surrender awareness. You trade stillness for chaos. The reflex feels natural, but it's learned. It's a pattern, built from moments you didn't pause. You've done this before. The same urge, the same result. Nothing changes, because you don't. Break the loop, not by force, but by choice. Withdraw the impulse. Let the phone stay dark. Let the message stay unsent. Not texting isn't defeat, it's discipline. Each time you resist, you rebuild. The mind resists. It craves the familiar pain of effort. But effort here is betrayal of your own ground. Step back. Observe the pull. It's loud, but it's not you. You can choose to act or to hold. The loop persists. You break it once, but it calls again. The phone's glow tempts. A quick check, a fleeting hope. Chasing creeps back, subtle, dressed as instinct. You think one glance won't hurt, but it does. Each return to the void, it tightens the grip of loss. The system knows you've paused before, yet the urge pulls harder. The mind argues. What's the harm? It's cunning, masking pain as curiosity. But each look, each scroll, it's not harmless. It's a surrender to a reflex that thrives on your reaction. The cost compounds. Not their silence, but your awareness. You drift further from stillness, closer to regret. The trap isn't new. You've stepped in it before. The same screen, the same ache. Did chasing ever free you, or did it bind you tighter? Stoicism demands vigilance. What you permit, you promote. The reflex to chase. It's not fate, it's choice. Each time you turn away, you strengthen the system. Not texting, not checking. It's not just restraint. It's self-command. Breathing through the pull. You hold the line. The urge is loud, but it's not you. Observe it. Let it pass. The system resets, not by their word, but by your silence. The freedom grows. Each moment you don't chase. The loop weakens, not because they answer, but because you stop asking. The truth isn't out there. It's in the ground you claim. Pain doesn't mean truth. The chase, it's a ghost you summon. Let it fade, and you stand clear. Principle 2. Explaining worth fuels rejection. Words spill out. Drafted, erased, rewritten. You craft the perfect message to prove you're enough. Each sentence feels like a shield, a way to make them see, but they don't. Explaining feels like clarity, but it's a chain. Every word you send, every plea for understanding, it doesn't build a bridge. It digs a deeper void. The urge is strong to justify, to correct their view. You think if they knew your truth, they'd stay. But truth doesn't bend to words. Their silence isn't a question. It's an answer. Each attempt to explain, it feeds rejection. Not theirs, but yours. You reject your own stillness, choosing noise over peace. The mind spins, crafting stories of what they'd say if they only understood. But understanding isn't owed, and chasing it costs you ground. Imagine a locked room. You knock, you shout, you beg. The door stays shut, but the noise echoes back, louder. That's explaining. It traps you, not them. Stoicism whispers, speak only what serves your purpose. Words thrown into silence, they don't persuade, they erode. Each plea, it strips your inner weight. You're not proving worth, you're pleading for it. And pleading, it only deepens shame. Stop. Not explaining isn't surrender, it's power. Let the urge rise and pass, breathing through the need to be seen. It rebuilds what words destroy. The reflex to justify, it's a habit, not a truth. Observe it, don't obey. Their silence isn't your failure. It's their choice, and yours is to detach. No explanation will shift what's set, but silence can shift you. The urge returns to craft another message, to clarify one more time. You pause, fingers ready, words forming. Explaining beckons, promising they'll finally understand. But it's a shadow, a reflex that feels like progress but leads to none. Each draft you write, it's not truth. It's pleading for a response that won't heal. The mind insists. If they knew, they'd stay. It's a trap. Each explanation a step deeper into rejection. Not theirs, yours. You reject your own ground, trading silence for noise. The cost isn't their silence. It's your centered state. Shame grows not from their absence, but from the words you can't stop. You've explained before, poured out your truth. Did it shift them, or did it sink you? The reflex to prove, it's a chain you forge yourself. Stoicism cuts clean. You cannot control their thoughts. The need to be understood, it's not necessity. It's habit. Each time you say less, you reclaim power. Not explaining isn't defeat, it's discipline. Breathing through the urge to justify, you hold steady. The pull is strong, but it's not you. Observe it. Let it fade. The system doesn't need their nod, it needs your stillness. The freedom builds. Each moment you don't plead. The chain breaks, not when they see, but when you stop seeking. The truth isn't in their answer, it's in the quiet you keep. You don't owe anything. The words you hold back, they're the ones that save you. Silence speaks, where pleas fail. Principle 3. Holding on delays clarity. The photo lingers, a moment frozen, long gone. You scroll back, not to see, but to feel. Holding on feels like loyalty, like keeping something alive, but it's not. It's a weight, a chain you choose to carry. Each revisit, each memory replayed, it's not love. It's clinging to a past that no longer holds you. The mind insists. If you let go, you lose them completely. It's a lie. The tighter you grip, the deeper the pain. Not from their absence, but from your refusal to release. Each time you return to messages, to moments, to what was, you bury awareness. The cost isn't the loss of them. It's the loss of you, your centered state, your ground. The system falters. Numbness creeps in, dressed as devotion. You're not preserving, you're postponing. Stoicism speaks. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Lucius Seneca's words, they cut. Holding on doesn't save what's gone. It blinds you to what remains. The reflex to cling, it's a choice, not a necessity. You've chosen it before, and the clarity you seek stayed out of reach. The truth isn't in the past, it's in the pause you avoid. Choose now, detach, not to forget, but to SEE. Let the photo fade, let the memory rest. Not checking isn't betrayal, it's discipline. The urge will rise, to return, to relive, breathing through it. You break the chain. The system doesn't need their presence. It needs your presence. Step back. Observe the pull. It's heavy, but it's not you. The memory calls. A voice, a laugh, a moment. You linger, letting it play, letting it pull. Holding on feels like keeping them close, like guarding what was. But it's not. It's a tether binding you to loss. Each time you revisit, you don't preserve. You postpone. The past glows, but it's not light. It's a fog, clouding your now. The mind resists. Letting go seems like betrayal. You think, if you release, you erase. Wrong. Each memory you clutch, it deepens regret. Not for them, for the clarity you deny. The cost isn't their absence, it's your presence. Numbness settles, not from their leaving, but from your refusal to move. You've held on before, to a photo, a song. Did it bring them back? Or did it blur you further? The reflex to grip, it's a choice, not love. Stoicism speaks plain. What's gone is gone. Seneca's truth, it stings. Holding on doesn't keep them, it loses you. The system clears, not by clinging, but by releasing. Not checking their trace. It's not loss, it's freedom. Breathing through the pull, you find ground. The urge to return, it's warm, it's heavy. Observe it, don't follow. Detach from the past's glow. You don't need to hold, you need to SEE. The fog lifts. Each moment you let go, the path opens. Not when they return, but when you stop waiting. The truth isn't back there. It's in the stillness you claim. Let go isn't weakness. The past, it's a weight you choose to carry. Drop it, and you walk lighter. Principle 4. Reacting to absence builds no strength. Their silence hits. A void where words once were. You feel it. The pull to fill the gap. A quick text. A subtle like anything. To stir a response. Reacting feels alive. Like you're still in the game. But it's not. It's a reflex. A spark that burns only you. Each move you make, it's not defiance. It's surrender to a pain you choose to prolong. Contrast this, the one who reacts versus the one who holds. The first chases, sends, waits, checks. The pain grows not from their absence, but from the chase. The second pauses, observes the silence, lets it be. The pain stings, but it passes. One builds nothing, the other builds self-command. The difference isn't effort, it's choice. Reacting begs for notice. Non-reaction demands nothing, yet holds everything. The mind fights. It craves the rush of action. You think a response will ease the ache, but it won't. Each reaction, it feeds loss, not strength. Marcus Aurelius carved it clear. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Their silence isn't your burden. Your reaction is. You've answered absence before, with words, with pleas. Did it build you, or did it break you further? Choose the pause. Not texting isn't weakness. It's a line drawn, breathing through the urge. You reclaim ground. The reflex to act. It's loud, familiar, but it's not truth. Detach. Not to hurt them, but to free you. Observe the silence. It speaks, but not to your wounds. The system steadies when you stop feeding the noise. The silence stretches. Their name, a void on the screen. You feel it. The itch to act, to break the quiet. A message, a call, something to stir the air. Reacting seems vital, like proof you still exist. But it's not. It's a spark, igniting only your pain. Each impulse you follow, it doesn't fill the gap. It widens it. A reaction, that erodes your ground. The contrast holds. The one who racks chases shadows. They send, they wait, the ache grows. The one who pauses, they stand still. The ache stings, but it fades. The first loses self-command. The second gains it. Reacting seeks their voice. Non-reaction finds your own. The mind pushes. Action feels like power. But power isn't in the noise. It's in the silence. You've reacted before. A text sent. A hope revived. Did it strengthen you? Or did it fracture you more? Stoicism anchors. The things you think hurt you are only thoughts. Epictetus's truth. It grounds. Their absence isn't your wound. Your reaction is. The reflex to fill the void. It's a habit, not a need. Each time you hold the line, you rebuild. Not texting isn't retreat. It's discipline. Breathing through the urge, you reclaim awareness. The pull to act. It's loud, it's old. Observe it. Don't obey. Detach from the need to be heard. You don't need their reply. You need your stillness. The strength rises. Each moment, you don't react. The void shrinks, not when they speak, but when you stop chasing. The truth isn't in their answer. It's in the quiet you keep. You don't have to react. A gate stands shut. No key, no force to open it. Yet you linger or you walk. The choice is yours. Principle 5. Overthinking. Berries. Presence. Why did they leave? What went wrong? The mind spins, replaying words, moments, silences. You sit alone, questions looping, no answers. Overthinking feels like solving, like you're close to truth. But it's not. It's a cage. Each thought a bar, locking you from now. The phone stays dark, but your head hums, loud, relentless. What could you have said? What should you say next? The voice inside, it demands a fix, a plan, a reason. Why this pain? Why this loss? It promises, if you think harder, you'll control it. Lies. Each loop buries you deeper in regret, further from awareness. The cost isn't their absence, it's your absence. From yourself, from breath, from ground. You're here, but not here. Numbness grows, not from them, but from the noise you feed. Stoicism whispers, stop weaving stories. The mind's chatter. It's not truth, it's habit. You've thought this before. The same questions, the same dead ends. Did it clear the fog, or did it thicken it? The reflex to overthink, it's a thief. It steals presence, the only place you can stand. Epictetus cuts through. There is only one way to happiness, to cease worrying about things which are beyond your power. 2. Pause. Not checking their story, their page. It's a start. Breathing through the urge to solve. It's a step. The voice will scream. Think more. Find more. Silence it. Observe the loop. Don't fuel it. Detach from the need to know. The system doesn't need answers. It needs stillness. You can't think your way out, but you can stop thinking your way in. The questions return. Why did it end? What could have changed? You lie awake, thoughts circling, no rest. Overthinking feels like work, like you're carving a path to truth. But it's not. It's a spiral, each loop pulling you from breath. The room is still, but your mind rages, replaying, rewriting, regretting. The voice inside, it demands answers. What if you'd said this, done that? It promises, if you unravel the past, you'll find peace, lies, Each thought you chase, it deepens anxiety, not clarity. The cost isn't their absence, it's your presence. You're here, but lost in a fog of regret. The system dims. Numbness grows, not from their silence, but from the noise you create. You've spun these thoughts before. The same loops, the same dead ends. Did they free you, or did they trap you deeper? Stoicism cuts through. You are not your thoughts. Epictetus's words, they ground. Overthinking isn't insight, it's refusal to be here. The reflex to dwell, it's a thief, stealing now. Each time you pause, you reclaim. Not checking their trace, it's not avoidance, it's discipline. Breathing through the spiral, you find ground. The urge to think harder, it's relentless, it's familiar. Observe it, don't fuel it. Detach from the need to solve. You don't need answers, you need stillness. The fog clears. Each moment you stop spinning, the present returns, not when you understand, but when you stop seeking. The truth isn't in the past, it's in the quiet you hold. Stillness is enough. The noise of thought, it's a storm you feed. Step out, and the sky clears. Principle 6. Seeking closure invites chaos. You wait for one last talk, one final answer. The mind insists. If they explain, you'll rest. You draft the question, why did you leave? It feels like peace, like a key to unlock pain. But it's not. Seeking closure is a bait, a promise of calm that leads to noise. Each plea for answers, it's not resolution. It's chasing a truth that doesn't exist. The trap is subtle. You think their words will free you. You believe a reason, an apology, will close the void. Wrong. Their silence is the answer, but you reject it. Each time you ask, you explain, you reach, you invite chaos. Not theirs, yours. The mind spirals, crafting what they might say, what you'd reply. Regret grows, not from their absence, but from your pursuit of what's gone. You're not seeking truth, you're feeding loss. Stoicism lays it bare. Some things are in our control and others not. Epictetus's words, they sting. Their reasons, their feelings, they're not yours to command. The reflex to seek closure, it's a lie you tell yourself. You've asked before, waited before. Did the answers heal? Or did they cut deeper? Closure isn't out there. It's in the choice to stop. Don't ask. Not texting for answers isn't weakness. It's power. Breathing through the urge to know, it steadies you. The need to understand, it's loud, it's heavy. Observe it. Don't obey. Detach from the myth of closure. The system doesn't need their words. It needs your silence. Let the question fade. Let the wait end. You don't need reasons. You need ground. The need persists. One answer, one reason to make it clear. You hover, fingers ready to ask again. Seeking closure feels like order, like tying a loose thread. But it's not. It's a knot, tightening with each pull. Each question you send, it doesn't resolve. It stirs. Shows you create yourself. The mind argues. If you know why, you'll move on. It's a lie. Each plea for their truth traps you in loss. Their words won't free you, they'll bind you. The cost isn't their silence, it's your awareness. Regret grows, not from their absence, but from the answers you chase. You're not seeking peace, you're fueling anxiety. The system falters. You've asked before, waited before. Did their reason heal? Or did it cut deeper? The reflex to seek, it's a maze, not a path. Stoicism strips it bare. What's done is done. Seneca's truth, it anchors. Closure isn't theirs to give, it's yours to take. Each time you withdraw, you rebuild. Not texting for answers, It's not defeat. It's discipline. Breathing through the urge to know, you hold ground. The need to understand, it's heavy, it's old. Observe it, don't follow. Detach from the myth of reasons. You don't need their why, you need your stillness. The chaos fades. Each moment, you stop seeking. The quiet returns. Not when they explain, but when you stop asking. The truth isn't in their words, it's in the silence you keep. The void is where it clears. The hunt for closure, it's a fire you stoke. Let it burn out, and you stand free. Principle 7. Suppressing pain compounds shame. The ache rises, sharp, behind the chest. You push it down, bury it under tasks, smiles, noise. Suppressing feels like strength, like you're above the hurt. But it's not. It's a fault line, a crack that deepens with each denial. Each time you hide, you don't heal. You hide from yourself. The system strains. Pain doesn't vanish. It waits. The reflex is automatic. You function. You move. You say, I'm fine. The world sees nothing, but the weight grows. You think, if you ignore it, it fades. Wrong. Suppressing builds a shadow. Shame, not from the loss, but from the lie you tell yourself. You're not weak for hurting, you're weak for denying it. The mind glitches. Numbness spreads, masking as control. But control isn't silence. It's awareness. You've buried before, and the shame followed. Stoicism demands truth. What you avoid, you empower. Marcus Aurelius's blade. It cuts deep. Pain isn't the enemy. Avoidance is. The system fails, not when you feel, but when you suppress. To hide is to betray your own ground. The reflex to push down, it's a choice, not a shield. You've felt this before. The same ache, the same cover. Did it free you, or did it bind you tighter? Face it. Witness the pain, don't bury it. Sitting with it isn't surrender, it's discipline. Breathing through the sting, you dismantle the lie. The urge to hide, it's loud, it's old. Observe it. Don't obey. Detach from the need to seem strong. The system resets, not by silencing pain, but by seeing it. Let it rise, let it pass. You don't need to fix it. You need to be here. The hurt stirs. A quiet ache, unasked for. You clench. Push it down. Keep moving. Suppressing seems like control, like mastering the wound. But it's not. It's a shadow growing with each denial. Each time you bury, you don't escape. You deepen the fracture. The world sees nothing, but you feel it. Heavy, unseen. The reflex is quick. Hide the pain, stay strong. You work, you laugh, you say, I'm fine. But the lie builds. Shame not from the hurt, but from the mask you wear. You think, if you ignore it, it dissolves. Wrong. Suppressing traps you in a cycle of numbness. The cost isn't the ache, it's your awareness. You lose ground, not to their absence, but to your refusal to face. You've hidden before, pushed it away. Did it vanish, or did it grow heavier? The reflex to bury, it's a habit, not strength. Stoicism demands truth. What you resist persists. Marcus Aurelius's words, they burn. Pain isn't your foe. Avoidance is. Each time you witness, you reclaim. Sitting with it isn't weakness. It's discipline. Breathing through the sting, you break the shadow, the urge to hide. It's silent. It's deep. Observe it. Don't obey. Detach from the need to seem whole. You don't need to silence pain. You need to see it. The shame fades. Each moment, you stop burying. The system clears, not when you mask, but when you stop hiding. The truth isn't in denial. It's in the presence you hold. Detachment is a form of respect. Why bury it? It's easier. Easier or heavier? Principle 8. Clinging to hope blinds awareness. The thought flickers. Maybe they'll reach out. You hold it close, a spark in the dark. Hope feels like light, like a path back to them. But it's not. It's a veil, a soft lie that clouds your sight. Each time you nurture it, you don't move forward. You cling. The scene plays out. A call, a message, a chance. It's not real. It's a dream, keeping you from now. The mind cradles hope, whispering, "Wait a little longer." It promises, if you believe, they'll see your worth. But hope blindly betrays you. Each fantasy, each what if, it steals presence. The cost isn't their silence, it's your absence. From yourself, from clarity. You walk through days, but you're not here. The system dims, loss grows. Not from them, but from the hope you feed. You've hoped before, and the awareness slipped further. Picture a man, alone in a storm, clutching a rope that's frayed. He hopes it holds, but it pulls him deeper into the wind. That's hope without ground. Stoicism strips it bare. You are not troubled by things, but by the views you take of them. Epictetus's words, they burn. Clinging to hope, it's not faith, it's refusal to see what is. You've waited before. Did it bring them back, or did it blind you longer? Let it go. Not chasing the dream isn't defeat, it's vision. Breathing through the urge to hope, you clear the fog. The reflex to wait, it's warm, it's familiar. Observe it, don't trust it. Detach from the story of someday. The system doesn't need their return. It needs your awareness. Let the spark fade. Let the storm pass. You don't need hope. You need ground. The spark flickers. A thought they might return. You nurture it. Let it glow in the quiet. Hope feels warm, like a promise of repair. But it's not. It's a fog, softening the edges of truth. Each time you hold it close, you don't heal, you blind yourself. The dream plays on. Their voice, their touch, a future. It's not real, it's a shadow, stealing your now. The mind clings, maybe tomorrow, maybe soon. It whispers, if you wait, they'll see you. Lies, each hope you feed, it deepens loss, not light. The cost isn't their silence, it's your awareness. You walk through days, but you're elsewhere, chasing what if. Regret grows, not from their absence, but from the dream you won't release. You've hoped before, held the spark tight. Did it bring them, or did it burn you longer? The reflex to dream. It's soft, but it's a chain. Stoicism lays it bare. Stop wishing for what's not yours. Seneca's truth. It cuts. Hope blindly isn't faith. It's refusal to see. Each time you detach, you reclaim. Not chasing the dream. It's not defeat. It's clarity. Breathing through the urge to wait, you find ground. The pull to hope, it's gentle, it's deep. Observe it. Don't trust it. Release the story of someday. You don't need their return. You need your presence. The fog lifts. Each moment you stop clinging, the truth dawns. Not when they come, but when you stop waiting. The light isn't in hope. It's in the stillness you hold. Not doing is power too. The dream you cradle, it's a veil you draw yourself. Lift it, and you see clear. Principle 9. Avoiding truth deepens isolation. The truth stings. They're gone, and no effort will change it. You turn away, scroll past their name, mute the thought. Avoiding feels like safety, like shielding yourself from pain. But it's not. It's a wall. Each dodge a brick, sealing you in. You move through life, but the truth follows. Silent, heavy. The reflex kicks in. Don't think about it. Don't feel it. You fill the hours. Work, noise, distractions. It seems to work. The pain dulls. But it doesn't. Avoiding buries it deeper. Isolation grows, not from their absence, but from your denial. The mind tricks you. Stay busy, stay numb. But numbness isn't peace. It's a cage. You're not escaping. You're trapping yourself. The system fractures. Shame festers. Not from the loss, but from the lie you live. Stoicism demands, face what is. Seneca's voice, it cuts. To avoid is to surrender, not to them, but to yourself. The truth you dodge, it's not their choice, it's yours. You've turned away before. Skip the thought, change the song. Did it free you, or did it build another wall? The reflex to flee, it's a habit, not a haven. Stop. Sitting with it isn't surrender. It's courage. Breathing through the truth, you break the wall. The urge to run, it's strong. It's old. Observe it. Don't follow. Detach from the need to numb. The system doesn't need distractions. It needs awareness. Let the truth stand. Let it burn. You don't need to hide. You need to see. The isolation fades. Not when you escape, but when you stop running. Each moment you face, you reclaim. The truth isn't the enemy. It's the ground you stand on. You can end without drama. The truth you flee. It's the door you lock yourself behind. Open it, and the light returns. Principle 10. Begging for notice erodes self-command. The urge surges to reach out, to be seen. You draft a message, just checking in. It feels small, harmless, but it's not. Begging for notice is a crack, a leak in your foundation. Each word sent, each call made. It's not connection, it's pleasing, a plea for their eyes to turn back. The phone stays silent, but your mind screams. The reflex is clear. You think their attention will soothe the pain. You believe, if they notice, you'll feel whole. Wrong. Each plea, it strips your inner weight. The cost isn't their silence. It's your surrender. To shame, to loss. The system falters. You're not building worth. You're dismantling it. Begging feeds rejection. Not from them, but from yourself. You've pleaded before. A text, a glance, a hope. Did it lift you, or did it sink you deeper? Stoicism demands control. Focus on what is yours to rule. Marcus Aurelius's words, they anchor. Their notice isn't yours to command. Your response is. Begging is a choice, not a need. It's a habit, built from moments you didn't hold the line. The reflex to seek their gaze, it's a trap, not a path. You don't need their eyes. You need your own. Stop. Not texting is a boundary. Breathing through the urge to be seen, it's discipline. The need to plead, it's loud, it's raw, observe it, don't obey. Detalk from the craving for notice. The system doesn't need their validation. It needs your silence. Let the message stay unsent. Let the call stay unmade. You don't need to be seen. You need to be here. 70% of messages sent in desperation never get a reply. The void doesn't answer, but it speaks. The erosion stops, not when they notice, but when you stop begging. Each moment you hold back, you rebuild. The strength isn't in their gaze, it's in your stillness. Silence isn't surrender. The plea for notice, it's a chain you forge yourself. Cut it, and you move. Principle 11. Expecting reciprocity breeds regret. You give time, Words, effort. You wait for them to match it. A text sent, a call made. You expect a reply. Expecting feels fair. Like balance will restore what's lost. But it's not. It's a ledger. A tally that binds you to pain. Each unmet hope, each silent phone. It's not their failure. It's your trap. Counting what was never promised. Contrast this. The one who expects versus the one who releases. The first watches, tracks, measures. Each silence cuts. Regret grows. Not from their absence, but from the expectation. The second acts, gives, then detaches. The silence stings, but it passes. One chains themselves to loss. The other walks free, holding ground. The difference isn't their response. It's your choice. Expecting begs for fairness. Non-reaction owes nothing, yet keeps everything. The mind clings to the idea of they should. You think if you gave, they owe. Wrong. Reciprocity isn't law, it's hope. Seneca's truth bites. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Expecting builds a cage. You've locked yourself in before, waiting for their move, their word. Did it heal, or did it deepen the void? The reflex to count, it's a habit, not justice. Let it go. Not chasing their response isn't weakness, it's power. Breathing through the urge to measure, you break the ledger. The need to be matched, it's heavy, it's old. Observe it, don't feed it. Detach from the myth of fairness. The system doesn't need their effort, it needs your silence. Give and walk away. You don't need their reply, you need your awareness. The regret fades, not when they give back, but when you stop expecting. Each moment you release, you rebuild. The truth isn't in their response, it's in your stillness. Pain doesn't mean truth. The weight of expectation, it's a rope you tie yourself. Cut it, and you move. Principle 12. Numbness isn't peace, it's surrender. The world blurs. Days pass, tasks done, words spoken. You feel nothing, or so you think. Numbness wraps you, a blanket against pain. It feels like rest, like you've moved on. But it's not. It's a locked room. Walls you built, door you sealed. Each step you take, it's not forward. It's avoiding a truth you won't face. The reflex settles. Don't feel, don't think, just move. You smile, you work, you scroll. The pain seems gone, but it's buried, not healed. Numbness isn't freedom, it's isolation. The cost isn't the hurt you dodge, it's the life you lose. Shame grows, not from their absence, but from your absence, from yourself. The system stalls. You're not living, you're existing. A shadow of ground. You've gone numb before. Did it save you, or did it steal more? Picture a frozen lake, calm, still, silent. Beneath, currents rage, unseen. That's numbness. Stoicism pierces it. You must face what you feel to master it. Marcus Aurelius's words, they thaw. To stay numb, it's not strength. It's surrender to a pain you won't name. The reflex to shut down, it's a choice, not peace. You don't need to freeze. You need to SEE. Step in. Sitting with it breaks the ice. Breathing through the cold. It's discipline. The urge to numb. It's quiet. It's heavy. Observe it. Don't hide in it. Detach from the need to feel nothing. The system doesn't need your silence. It needs your presence. Let the pain rise. Let it move. You don't need to block it. You need to witness it. The peace comes, not when you freeze, but when you stop hiding. Each moment you feel, you reclaim. The truth isn't in numbness, it's in your stillness. Stillness is enough. The frozen surface, it holds nothing true. Crack it, and you breathe again. The phone lies still, screen dark, no message sent. The room is quiet, only your breath moves. Hands rest. No urge answered, no reflex obeyed. The silence holds, not heavy, but clear. A moment ago, you didn't chase. You didn't explain. You didn't cling. That pause, it wasn't weakness. It was ground, reclaimed, held, yours. The void didn't pull you in. You stood above it. Stillness, it's not empty. It's where you see what stirs when you choose to stay still. The mind seeks noise, but the truth needs none. You don't need their voice. You don't need their truth. The system resets, not in their answer, but in your silence. Detachment is a choice that weighs more than words. Stillness is enough.